But you know what that does though? It helps with just mental stress and getting out that sweat. All right, just a workout sometimes. Like I said before, writing in a journal, just going to a scenic place, take a scenic walk. I see Fenton does it a lot on his personal Instagram page.
Yeah,
he'll be by the water, sometimes with his drone, just looking at the sunset on his bike, taking a bike ride in the morning just to go see the sunrise. That can change your day. That can change your mindset, your mental health. Just bring that barometer up and just help you for the day. I didn't say it's going to fix your day. We're not saying it's going to fix your day.
I'm still broke.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel better.
But
and we're recording once again. So I was trying to throw you off. What's up, bro?
What's up, brother? How's everything? Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm amazing. How you doing?
I'm amazing.
All right. We'll stick with amazing. That's our story, and we're sticking to it.
That's what the teleprompter said to say, man.
Word up. If I can find my little intro here, because I don't say this from memory. Here it goes. Welcome to Products of Circumstance, the podcast with Ken Skeen and myself, Fenton Joseph. We discuss mental health and mindset matters through the lens of Black men. We cover topics like family and relationship trauma, relationships with money, self-worth, positive thinking, gratefulness, and so much more. The show is unscripted, it's unfiltered, and mostly unedited. We choose our topics randomly. Only Ken knows what we're going to talk about, and he'll tell us in a second. But first, please like, subscribe.
There's like a button there now, right? Yeah.
Sub. I'm still working on my Photoshop skills to get the button there. And hit the notification bell so that when we upload a new video or any content, you get notified. And most importantly, y'all, please share with somebody who's on their personal development journey. We try to, drop some wisdom and gems that can help you along the way. And we just want to help as many people as possible. So please do share. All right, now that we got that out of the way, Ken, what are we talking about today, bro?
All right. Topic of the day is being your worst enemy.
Oh, man. My video skills aren't that good, but I'll try to get another Fenton in the shot, and he's like punching me in the face.
Listen, being your worst enemy. I mean, everyone, I don't care how positive you are, how motivational you are, how inspirational you are. There comes times in your life where you're your worst enemy. That can be first thing in the morning, right before you go to bed, middle of the day, whatever it may be. Some people throughout the entire day. If you wake up and tell yourself, you're worthless, you're nothing, or today's going to be a bad day, you literally just started your day saying, today's going to be bad, so I'm going to look for every possible bad thing in the day, and you're going to make it a bad day.
Yeah.
Being your worst enemy could be as simple as, with your family, all right? So if you feel your spouse is out to get you, or your spouse doesn't understand you, but if you don't take the time to sit and talk and be each other's crutches or be mentally connected, then yeah, you're gonna think all the worst things, right? That's when it comes to your part of your family being your worst enemy. When it comes to work, oh man, I have to go to work today. Why am I here? I have all these things to do. You should be grateful you get a chance to go to work. And if you really don't love or even like, you don't have to love everything you do, but if you don't like what you do, then change your scenario. Not that easy sometimes. Oh, I get it, because people will start raising their hands. What do you mean? I got bills. All right, yeah. But you have a point in your life where you hate your life and you don't have to worry about bills because maybe you still live at home with the parents, or your only bill is your cell phone in your car, but you say you hate your job, but you do nothing about changing it. So again, being your worst enemy when it comes to career. Friendships. All right, I hate that, my friends aren't motivated like I am. All right, so change your circle. I mean, the aspect of being your worst enemy definitely reflects in different stages in life, and I feel that look, I've done it. I'm not sitting on a pedestal. I've been my worst enemy. Right. If I'm home and I had a stressful day, which I really try my hardest, 99.9% of the time, I do not bring my work stress home, I do bring my home stress to work. Mm-hmm. That took a while. That took a long time of practice for me to really just kind of try and master that. Not bringing the stresses of life to work and work to home. It takes practice. You got to do it, but you'll put yourself into a deeper hole if you don't control your mind, or your mind will control you.
Say it again. It sounds like what I'm hearing is attitude. Like the enemy is your attitude. Your perspective on things is what I'm hearing from what you're saying. Because no matter what scenario you're in, the common denominator is always you and how you see the situation. From what I'm hearing you say.
That's
and
correct.
It sounds like attitude. People have bad attitudes. You know, because you said the first example that you started out with, you talked about if you wake up in the morning and you say whatever it is, like that's going to set you up for the day. And I don't know if anyone's ever heard this before. It's a very old adage. Your attitude determines your altitude. So if you got a bad attitude, you're going to be down here, you know, I got to get my hand into the shot, you know, like very low vibration. And if you have a positive attitude, the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. So my attitude about things is I don't like to use the word never, but it's usually very, very positive. And that's why you and I always get labeled as happy, chipper people, you know, like everything's great. It's like, no, it's not that everything is great. What it is that we have an optimistic attitude and a positive attitude about circumstances that may be negative circumstances, because it's always relative. The hardest thing for people to do, I think, is to get themselves out of the mud mentally. You could be in a ditch physically, be in the mud physically, and you might have to stay there for a while. We're not going to be zelling anybody or, you know, Venmoing anybody to get you out of your financial situation. That's not what this show is about. But, you know, I just need $1, man. Let me just, you know what I'm saying? The rent is due. Nah, our rent is due too. But your attitude, you got to pull yourself out of the mud mentally so that you can then manifest that into the physical, because we all know that your thoughts come first and then come the actions and then come the results. You know, so everything that Ken said is just examples of how you can have a bad attitude about something that you have total control over. Not control over the situation, maybe. You do have a control over your attitude and your perspective. So being your own worst enemy is really just a matter of leveling up your mindset. In my opinion, that's how I look at it.
No, it's just true. Again, it's all going to come down to mindset. Not all. Let me not say that, because some situations need to be fixed. But your mindset, some situations are just not just mindset. It's rough out there for people.
You got some things to take care of.
Yeah, so we got to take care of some stuff. But no, when it comes to just a daily practice of keeping a healthy mindset, we've said this repeatedly. Writing in a journal. Mm-hmm. Maybe exercising, you know, like right before we got onto this podcast, I ran 3.5 miles. Like I was on here with a fan in the background.
Were you outside?
No, I was inside.
Oh, you're on a treadmill.
Yeah, doing an incline. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what that does though? It helps with just mental stress and getting out that sweat. All right. Just a workout sometimes. Like I said before, writing in a journal. Just going to a scenic place, take a scenic walk. I see Fenton does it a lot on his personal Instagram page. Yeah. He'll be by the water, sometimes with his drone, just looking at the sunset on his bike, taking a bike ride in the morning just to go see the sunrise. That can change your day. That can change your mindset, your mental health. Mm-hmm. Just bring that barometer up and just help you for the day. I didn't say it's going to fix your day. We're not saying it's going to fix your day.
I'm still broke.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel better.
But if you stay in that unhealthy, negative, everything in my life is bad, someone wishes they had your problems. All right.
Right.
Mortgages due, car payments due, kids need food on it. Someone wishes they had your problems because there's the person out there on the street with their kid.
Word.
All right. There's no house. There's no roof over the house.
Word.
There's no car in the driveway. There's no food. There's no table. How about that? So someone wishes they had your problem.
Dang, Ken.
So you can't.
That was like Ghostface, bro.
Nah, man.
What's the joint? I didn't like to sleep with John. He wet the bed. Mommy, where's the toilet paper? Use the newspaper.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that it takes practice though. It takes practice. And no, it's not a happy-go-lucky. You got it all good. You're good to go. That's how you can talk this way. You have no clue what our problems are. No one out there knows the problems we have. But Fenton and I, the reason we get along so well is because we take those negatives and find the positive in them. And keep on, right? Keep on keeping on. That's what they say.
Keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
Negro spirituals.
But yes, it's a mindset though, and you've got to change it. You've really got to change your mindset and say it's gonna be okay, even when it's not. Look for that light, even when it's dark. Right? You know what I'm saying? But if you don't change your mindset, you're going to stay down, like Fenton was just saying, where your level is, right? Where that level is. I can't see my hand right there.
There it goes.
But wherever that level is, wherever you decide to set that level in the morning or during the day, that's where you're going to stay. And you don't want to be there because the world will just keep on throwing dirt while you're in that hole. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have to figure out a way to climb out every single day. But trust me, it's worthwhile because if you stay positive, more doors start to open. If you think negative, you're gonna see all the negative, right? Mm-hmm. If you're a little more positive, you'll see the positive. You'll see the doors and the windows open for you in life. And believe you me, I'm talking from experience.
Yeah, if you want something, you start seeing it everywhere. Right,
like a car, right?
Like a car. That's one of my favorite examples. We were looking to buy a new car, and we never looked at this car before. But once we said we want this car, we start seeing it everywhere. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Ooh, looks nice. There it goes. And it's the same thing with anything in your life. What you focus on, like it's gonna get bigger. You talk about basketball players being in the zone, and they look at the hoop, and it's as big as an ocean. And they're shooting into I don't know how many inches wide a hoop is, but it's not that big, right? But to them, from 30 feet away, it's as big as the ocean because that's where their focus is. When you wake up in the morning, going back to that, there was an army general dude or something. I don't know. He was he got mad decorations. He looked like he had a Star Wars with it. And he was saying, first thing in the morning, make up your bed. Right? Because if you did nothing else that day, you accomplished something. It's something that you put pride into and put effort into and time into. As simple as tucking the sheets and folding your blanket and fluffing the pillowcase, you started the day off with an accomplishment. And from there you build because it's all about momentum. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. I'm of the mindset like you can't stop me. You cannot stop me because I have too much momentum. I'm always moving forward. I'm always moving the ball forward. It might be a pass play for 20 yards, 30 yards. It might be a run and we picked up one, but I'm always moving the ball forward, dog. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe, in like the concept, the adage that like you got to take steps, backward to go forward, whatever. Like I get all of that. But in a very practical and real sense, in everything that I do in my life, I try to make progress every single day. And I do a lot of stuff, but there always has to be something that I can look back and say, did a little bit more than I did yesterday. I'm a little bit closer to the goal than I was yesterday. And I understand that it can be challenging for people to see incremental gains as being meaningful, but that's attitude. That's perspective. You have to stop saying, well, I just, was able to do this and like it wasn't as much as I wanted it to be or whatever. Like, start with waking up. Every person has the opportunity to have an amazing day just because they woke up. Mm-hmm. If you can't find something in your life that is a positive to be grateful for, I'm giving you one. You woke up. Just start there. You're not dead.
Yeah, right.
Lots of people woke up dead. I don't know if you can wake up dead, but I don't know, because I've never been dead before, right? So maybe, maybe when you wake up dead, you're frozen. But I can hear you. I love it because the way that you're frozen, you're like pondering about like what I was saying. It was like, can you wake up dead? So like, my point is, you have to have that foundation. You have to have that solid footing. I'm not gonna lie. When it feels like the earth is shaky but underneath your feet and it's sand and you just can't get a solid footing, it can be challenging to have a positive mindset and a positive attitude, because you have to find something to hold on to stand on. I'm telling you, people, start with the fact that you woke up and then build from there. Well, I woke up, I put my feet down on the floor. All right, cool, my legs work. Some people can't feel anything in their legs.
Right.
You can. You got up and walked. Some people can't walk, dog. You got up and you walked. Yo, you brush your teeth. Some people ain't got no hands. They can't afford toothbrush, the toothpaste, the hot water don't work. Like, start building upon all that stuff. And I'm telling you, if you can get past the cheesiness of it all, because you think it's cheesy and you think it's hokey, if you can get past it, you're going to start to actually, if it's a fake it till you make it thing, you're going to start to actually become grateful day by day by day. And your attitude's going to change. Yeah, I wake up super blessed, dog. I wake up super grateful. I am so blessed. I'm so thankful that I get to be here. It's Thursday. It's 10:30 in the morning. And I'm sitting here talking to my best friend. And, we chilling. I love it. I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
Seriously, I see I'm still frozen.
It's all good, man. You look very contemplative, You look like you're thinking about everything you're grateful for.
I'm gonna have to edit that part out. I look like I have gas. What is going on with this freaking thing, bro?
It's all right, man. It's unfiltered, unedited.
The sad part is I paid for these 3 towers in my house. For Wi-Fi, because the kids have all tablets and cell phones and all this nonsense, and this happens. But I'm grateful.
And you're grateful because you have a beautiful place to live where you can experience Wi-Fi issues. When we get off of here, you're gonna get to go and be with your family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to like just break it down for people super simple in real life, bro. Like, even the stuff that you and I have going on, like, we still get to be grateful. And it's a choice. It's an attitude. And that's why we're not our own worst enemies, because we don't beat ourselves up with negative attitudes.
Right. And you can, again, what we're talking about, people, again, is being your worst enemy. And not just when it comes to family, but to work, when it comes to just your daily activities. It shouldn't be you against you. The world's against you already, right? Does it say that it's you against the world? All right, so get up and fight. Fight for what you have. Believe in what you have. Your talents, your knowledge. Take that with you on your path, and you will be fine. But you got to have some kind of a positive attitude behind it. If you don't have that positive attitude, and again, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not a therapist. Nothing's easy about it. but you got to have a positive attitude. Like Fenton was saying with the general, or I don't even know what he was, but make your bed. That's one thing in the morning you could do. Make your bed, right? Then after that, get up, get out, do something with your life. That dream you always wanted, chase it. That vacation you want to go on, take it. You don't have to stay in a 5-star hotel to go somewhere. Go travel the world, find yourself, but have a positive mental attitude. Yeah, I know.
I got something for that.
What's that?
When you go on vacation, let's say you're going to the beach. When you're on the beach, you're on the beach. If you rode on Spirit Airlines to get there, and then you rode on Spirit Airlines to get there, all right? If you didn't ride first class, you still on the plane. You know what I'm saying? Like we were down in Texas the other week and we weren't riding first class. We walked past and they closed the curtains behind us, the peasant blockers. It's fine. We still on the same plane. We going to the same place, and like my point is, if you go into the beach, nobody's like, well, what room are you staying in? Are you staying in the presidential suite? You can't be on the beach unless you're staying in the, no. Just make it happen. Because a lot of times we wait to do things until it's what we consider to be perfect, until it's what, we want the vision of it to be. A lot of attitude has to do with your expectations of what you thought something was going to be, your preconceived notions. I was talking about my wife with this last night. We're sitting in the car as our child was sitting in the back seat, knocked out, right? And we're just like so happy about our life as parents and being married. And we talked about the story of our lives. I was saying to her, I think I had a certain chapter in my mind, and I didn't think, when I thought about marriage and parenting and all that stuff, I didn't think about all the chapters that it takes to get to that place in the story. We want to be here in our lives, but we forget there's a whole bunch of chapters in the story that need to be written, and it ain't all happy stuff. There's going to be ups and downs, right? So wherever you are in your story, like, you can embrace that. Just be content being where you are. And that's why I was saying, like, if you're riding on Spirit Airlines and not, Emirates, it's fine. You're still on the plane. When you go to dinner, they don't ask you what you do for a living. They just give you the bill. So if you're paying for the bill at your, I don't know, you got a customer service job that you hate and you're on the phone, how can I help you? Or, you're some, I don't know, hedge fund dude. Like, they don't ask you what you do and where you are in life. It's, can you pay the bill? We have to get out of this idea that we can't be happy until we get where it is that we want to be. You're always going to have a bad attitude because you're always going to be disappointed. And that's just no way to be. There's one last thing I was going to say.
Go ahead, wrap it up.
I make this joke a lot, and I don't mean any offense to anybody who's like a waiter or waitress, because I've been a waiter before and I hated it. But it's true. When things get rough for me as an entrepreneur, I always say to myself, well, the alternative is, would you like fries with that? Right. Can I get you anything else? Would you like some ketchup? This was my life. I was there. I've been a waiter. I was waiting tables at 2 different places at the same time, trying to make ends meet after I got laid off from a job and thought that I had a nice resume and couldn't get a good corporate job and didn't for a good while. So I'm not knocking anybody who's in the hospitality industry. Well, what I am saying is that there's an alternative to your hard. Being out of shape and overweight and having medical challenge, that's hard. Going to the gym is hard. Choose your hard.
Choose your hard.
Having lots of money and a successful business or career, that's hard. Being broke is hard too. Choose your hard. And you can apply that to anything, bro. Being happily married, like, it's hard. It's not that hard. I'm very happily married. It's not that hard. But being in a miserable relationship, that's also hard. So choose your hard, man. And let that inform your attitude because you get to choose your hard. It's not, some things are chosen for you. You don't necessarily choose your station in life when you come out the womb, but you always get to choose what you're going to do about it.
Yes. I like that. That's very nice, Fenton. Well said. Well said.
Whoever writes this stuff for me is, wow. I mean, Pulitzer Prize winning, Peabody, just thank you.
Yeah, my apologies for this Wi-Fi connection. I gotta figure this out.
It's all good, man. Yo, this is the episode that everybody should really pay attention to. We're pushing through. We're choosing an attitude of positivity. We're not cutting things off and saying, oh, this sucks. This is the worst. It's like, nah, y'all gonna get this podcast one way or another.
Yeah, it's actually happened. Had a good time then.
Walk it like talk it.
I can still see my beautiful smile.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Yes.
R.I.P. That's a very sad thing. But walk it like talk it. I think that's the song. I'm old, but yo, let's get out there and walk it like we talk it.
All right, look, positive mindsets, people. Just appreciate who you are. Appreciate what you have. Doors will open for you. All right. Just take your blessings in stride. Wow, that was really deep there.
Word.
Well, everyone, Fenton, read the teleprompter, please.
Yo, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share with somebody who has a bad attitude and needs to hear this so that they'll wake up and make their bed tomorrow and go crush it at life. That's it. We out.
You enjoy your day, sir. Always a pleasure, brother. Love you.
Love you too, man. Peace.